The man took apart a razor and pulled out the blade. He then used a matchbox cover to hold the blade to avoid cutting himself. He picked up a coin, pried it open, and inside was an encrypted message. The man unfolded it, placed it under a magnifying glass, and began to read. But just then, the FBI suddenly broke in. The bald man stayed calm. He slowly put in false teeth and asked to rinse his palate. Seeing only an old man, the FBI handed it to him. The man quietly covered the message with a rag and destroyed it right under their noses. The agents searched the whole room but found no evidence. Still, the man was arrested. The FBI had already confirmed he was a Soviet spy. To show America's fair justice, the FBI assigned him a lawyer. But this lawyer usually only handled insurance cases and had never touched a criminal defense case. It was clear they didn't want the man to have a fair trial. However, Forrest was a lawyer with integrity. He went to the prison right away and told the man he would do everything he could to defend him. He knew that defending an enemy spy, win or lose, would bring him insults and hatred. But Forrest still took the case. He then went to the judge to request a delay, asking for 6 weeks to prepare evidence. But in the middle of the Cold War, following normal legal procedure was treated as betrayal. The judge rejected the request without surprise. From then on, Forrest's troubles grew. On his way home, he was followed by a stranger who kept checking a photo. Sensing danger, Forrest sped up and hid by a car. But when he turned around, the man was already behind him. Forrest had no choice but to follow him to a bar. There, the man revealed his identity. He was a CIA agent, and he had come to warn Forrest to end the case quickly and not cause trouble. But Forrest refused. The next day, the newspapers reported that he would defend a Soviet spy. He instantly became a public enemy. Wherever he went, people recognized him. At night, someone even fired shots at his house. Luckily, no one was hurt. His wife urged him to give up the case, but Forrest stood firm. He was determined to defend Abel. By reviewing the evidence, he discovered that the FBI had no search warrant. This meant all the evidence they found was obtained illegally and should not be accepted in court. But the judge ruled that Abel was an illegal foreigner and did not deserve the same protection. In court, the jury unanimously agreed that Abel should be sentenced to death. The sentence would be announced in 3 days, but Abel had already seen through it. Both men were calm. One endured torture without giving in. The other stood by his duty, even while carrying the name of traitor. This made them respect each other deeply. Before sentencing, Forrest went to the judge again. He argued that the best choice for America was life imprisonment. That way, Abel could be used to exchange for an American spy in Soviet hands. At the last moment, Forrest convinced the judge. In court, Abel was sentenced to 30 years in prison. Forrest, however, was branded a traitor by the public.